Welcome back to another BMW e46 drift build video. Today we'll be installing some Condor Speed Shop solid engine and trans mounts, and hopefully getting my exhaust, which has been in the works for quite a while, getting that mounted up and see what it sounds like with the exhaust on. I've got some headers on there which I didn't film because it is rather awkward, not a lot of space. Front end's off the car. I did start that for the radiator AC condenser, but I haven't got round to getting someone to come out and take all the refrigerant out. So I'm going to find what sockets I need, and then we'll crack on with getting the engine mounts swapped. So 4 16mm bolts. Ow. Loose. Trying to loosen off the bolts on the driver's side, get them nice and loose so that when I jack the engine up, it'll tilt over. I should do that side. All I've got to do is remove the nuts on the other side. This one's a bit awkward because you've got quite a few bits and pieces in the way. I've got this top nut undone to the point where it's spinning nice and loose. Just in this little crevice. I literally undo that with my hand on the socket. That's the nut come off. Now comes the front refrigerator. And just thread on this top nut. Come on. Oh, for Pete's sake. I'll thread on the top nut so I can then lower it down securely onto this perch. Just out in. Okay. Don't put your fingers outside of the place where you should be putting them. Yeah, got a nice engine mount in there. Now it's time for the other side. It's going to be a little bit awkward. So.
Change in my life, cause I don't feel alive and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute. I'm back up with my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning all. And this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all.
Box out. So this was getting very frantic and stressful. The car is lifted up off the lift. The old mount would not come out of there. I had to rotate the steering a bit. I had the mount upside down and all that. Now I've just got to get the new mount bolted in from the top. Well, the bolt is on somewhat on the bottom. Appears to be like a little slot in there, so the mount, the bolt will find its way. The bottom of the engine mount arm, where the bolt or stud goes through, is slotted so it seems the nut will, well, the stud will find its way perfectly into position. That should be good. The new Condor nuts are 17. Never heading south, I'll be sitting now, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud, you can have it down, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, keep making sound, go another round, from legend bound, can't stop me now. Because they are at the worst placements. Yeah, I think I would recommend for this side removing the steering shaft column, because that actually gets in the way. Because if you disconnect it down here, you can then swing it out of the way. That would give you a lot more room. That was my problem. I didn't do that. I already had the car lifted up off halfway up the lift. I didn't really fancy that, so I'm going to crack on with this. Gearbox mounts. There should be 13s.
Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. You get big box, you get yachts, you swing locks and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
The precision of the log. the best size up.
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control in me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My rap, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switching sides, see things, feel like something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up. Let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so that I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes to make
The old.
I'll bleed on your face to make you come take it back. I'll lose my shit and go crazy when
The
and I ain't gon' wait till shut the fuck up. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll fucking take it all, I'ma break the whole for you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any overdue. Crack your hold or two. Heating up inside of me.
seated.
Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
That was a lot easier.
I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you come take it back.
Apart from the obvious getting the little bastards in.
And I ain't gon' wait till shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning
Taken. You know those the things.
I'll be cruising in my lane fast while it high speed. Every motion gorgeous, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, not likely. I can take a shot, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain.
When the hell did that come from?
Turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange.
Should have, oh,
Popping off and risking things.
when that thing out.
Name, I just wanna be famous. I don't want that cheap fame, no, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness.
I think that was the old one. Just got left in the bottom of the socket. That is condor gearbox mount. Okay, so we've got the exhaust up. It's getting late and dark, so and I was having some trouble with the reducers. I had to get some new reducers that were a better size. Got them knocked on, and we're going to now get the back box in place, which allow me to introduce you to this beast. It's the Maline JDM style back box. I think it's like a 5-inch or something. Can't remember. I will have to just put a link in the description. It's currently upside down, but that does that is going to sit nicely on the back of the car, right about there. So let's get into that. Small fitment issues. So that's not exactly correct, but basically the exhaust is hanging a bit high. I haven't got the couplers on. I'm just trying to get it bolted up because it's an absolute pain. I might have to figure something out. That should go on there quite nicely, and that should have a nice little upward and sideways poke. That will be quite nice. Once that's done, I'm gonna try and figure out how to get them clamps on there without making it too easy for myself. Right, so unfortunately this has been more of a pain than anticipated, but that is finally on. All I've got left to do today is re-bolt the headers up. I want to try and run this line for the valve into the car so I can test that out, tighten everything down, put some sealant around these reducers and clamps. These bolts for the Powerflex hangers were an absolute bugger to put in, and I feel just like a dog. Try it out. But that does look absolutely fantastic. I'll get the car back on the floor in a bit and do a sound clip. Who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it. I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret in front of me. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moving. I got nightmares in my head. I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head. I fear thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature. So the exhaust, it sounds alright. The valve control doesn't really dim down the noise volume, it kind of changes the tone a bit. Might need to do a little adjustment to that later on at some point. But looks good, sounds good. Cleared the lift coming off, even though it's quite low on the ground. Yeah. It's on, it works, it's good. Sounds nice, it's not overly loud. So there shouldn't be any problem. But yeah, all good. Till next time, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't pet a burning dog.